everybody, welcome to Mindful Message number 2. This one, if I don't die, my balance is off, is things to try around most towns, whether this is where you live, where you're visiting, or if you're just driving to the next town over. My friends, these are all places that you should check out. Most places do have for you to check out. So first of all, candy stores. These are making a comeback, and I love this. Not just for kids, but for adults, because usually candy shops has all the candies that you had when you were a kid and can't find anymore. And you go in there and you're like, oh my God, I love these. And you buy a bunch of shit, and while you're buying a bunch of shit, you're explaining to your kids all the stuff you did when you were a kid, when you ate the candy. It's like a whole thing. Candy stores, if you find one, check it out. Usually bakeries as well. They own, like hometown, small town bakeries. Oh my God. You should always check out bakeries and the local coffee shops over name brand coffee shops. That's just gonna taste so much fucking better. Ice cream parlors as well. 'Tis the season. They'll be closing up in fall for most places, so be sure to check those out. Mom and pop ones are always better than, like I said, name brand like Burn Dairy or whatever. Their ice cream tastes better. They change it out more. They care more about their products, and it's usually a bit cheaper. Gift shops and flower shops. I love popping in there, or like a truck stop with those cute like little stores attached. They have the funniest shit in truck stops. I'm not even kidding. Like raunchy stuff, gifts, hilarious stuff, t-shirts, whatever you want you can find in a truck stop. Also in casino gift shops, it's not as pricey as you would think. Some of them are pricey, but they have toys that they got from like whatever clearance. I always check them out around Christmas if I can, but I'm in a Native American thriving area, and there's lots of casinos around here. You might not have access unless you live in Vegas. My casinos are not like Vegas at all. Northern and Western are very different with their casinos. They separate slots and card tables, and it's just like a different vibe. BT dubs, always check out casinos if you can. Comedy clubs, like little bars that do open mic night and comedy shows. You should always check those out. I love watching people who aren't famous yet. They're good. They care about their shit. They're not bored with it. They're not putting on a bunch of airs. Like they're just, like they really are trying to earn your laughs, and their material is so much better than the professionals. I don't give a fuck. It should just be like a scout. I love people that aren't discovered yet. Any kind of like performer in the street, if you're going to a festival and they're in the area, you should always check them out. They usually have local bands playing. Sometimes they're shit, sometimes they're not. It's hit or miss. I don't really feel like anything's shit. It's what you make of it. I'll dance. I don't care about the music. But we also have diners. I fucking love diners. I would just travel this world trying food at diners. Not the best for you, okay? Not healthy at all, but they have the best like fucking breakfast foods on this planet, and usually you can get breakfast anytime you want at a diner. Usually. Now, it doesn't matter. Like, I'll eat at a Denny's in any fucking state. I'll eat at an IHOP. You know what I mean? In those cases, chains aren't that bad. They're chains for a reason. But I love me a mom and pop, out the way, little cafe or a diner. Delicious. I love it. Bowling alleys and golf courses. Usually most golf courses, you might have to drive a little outside of town, but check. There might be like a country club or whatever that has like a visiting pass or a putt-putt. That's common this time of year. Check out for campgrounds as well and hiking trails. Wine and liquor stores. You can get some good deals out the way. However, sometimes out the way in the sticks, it's more expensive. But you can find local wines and stuff in those little mom and pop wine shops with, you know, where the liquor is sold and the wine. A lot of places around here separate that. Like you can buy some wines and all beers in the grocery store, but you can't get liquor. That's like they separate shit. So in mom and pop shops, some places in America are dry towns still. When I was in college, technically I lived in a dry town, which means no beer or liquor were served in the town lines. I had to go to the next town to have some fun with my friends. And there's a lot of places still like that all over the United States. So check to make sure if you're going to a dry town. You can't drink there. It's a real thing. It would be a good place for recovering addicts to live. No lie, they don't have it in their face all the time. So if you're a recovering addict and you want to move somewhere, try a dry town. It might be beneficial, just putting it out there. A local bookstore or a local library if you're going to be there for a week. It's free to get a card. You can just get a card and use it once. You know, they don't need to know that. Actually, I think some of them require a piece of mail to tell that you live there, so you can borrow someone's mail if you know them. If not, just, you know, find an ad in the trash and be like, this is my address, this is my name. No, don't do that. That's identity theft. Just being an asshole. But animal shelters, you can usually go there and like help with the pets or donate and see what they need, or you can pick up a pet while you're on vacation. Also with pet stores, they offer sometimes like those little out the way mom and pop shops. Like you can find some cool like iguanas and birds and like animals that you wouldn't normally see, especially like exotic pet stores. Look for those. Caverns, like where you go in, you can go underground. Always check for those. Lighthouses, those are fun to check out if they're around. Not always in every town. I'm just putting some stuff out there because I feel like there's a lot of lighthouses around ocean areas, so I'm trying to talk to everybody. Clothing stores, like little unique individual customized clothing stores or kid shops, always cute. Find the best stuff for yourself, gifts like pieces that you keep for years because they're not in some department store. It's like somebody either handcrafted it or they selected unique pieces that nobody else has. You find the best shit there. Same with antique fairs, yard sales, estate sales. If those are around, you should always check those out. Good stuff, especially sadly in estate sales. Those are when people die, by the way, or sometimes go bankrupt. Rodeo, horse track, those are good places to check out this time of year. A sports game or a local event, like I said, a concert, well, that's going to be there when you're there. Pre-ordering your tickets, always a good thing to do. But like I said, a lot of small towns have their own events, like little fairs, street vendors, food trucks. Look for those in local towns as well. Like I said, carnival fair or some kind of local fundraiser, those are always fun. Showings and open houses. You know what? Even if I'm the asshole that will just go to an open house because I want to see what the house looks like. But I don't dick around. I'm not going to be like, yeah, I'm putting in an offer next week. I usually be like, I'll call you. I just need to think about it. I want to see. I like real estate and houses. And most of the time, I'm not even judging the house. I'm just seeing if it's a good real estate agent. I watched a little too much of those shows where you, what is it, Selling Sunset or something like that. I watched too many of those. Anyway, I think that's all I got. Oh, bars and clubs, always unique in like mom and pop shops. Mom and pop towns, little quaint, unique. I haven't ate yet today, guys. I've been fasting till dinner, and I swear to God, it's eating my brains. Oh, Wiccan and spiritual shops. If you're into that, like if you find a cute little spiritual shop wherever you are, check it out. Same with like pottery or art stores or art galleries. Plays, like local high school plays. If that's in school, they usually do a fall play, a spring musical. Check those out. I love high school plays. They're so good and they're so underrated. These kids have so much talent and they do really good work. Always check out your local high school for plays. Celebrities, when you go home, you should go support your local thespians. Okay? You were them once. You feel me? Pay it forward to the theater, kids.